Today, we're unpacking what is honestly the ultimate paradox of our reality. I mean, think about it. As science progresses, we are discovering absolutely incredible new things about the universe literally every single day. But here's the catch. Here's our profound blind spot. Despite all this amazing technological progress, there are still these huge fundamental mysteries right in front of our faces that force even the most brilliant experts in the world to just bow their heads in defeat.
So it really makes you wonder, right? With all of our advanced technology, why is science still completely baffled by our own reality? We're living in this era where human ingenuity seems just, well, limitless, yet the smartest minds on the planet cannot answer some seriously basic questions about how our universe, our own planet, and even basic biology actually work.
Okay, let's dive into this stark contrast, because it's fascinating. On one hand, our reach is just mind-blowing. We are sending rovers hundreds of millions of kilometers away to Mars, and we're literally taking photographs of black holes. But on the other hand, we have totally uncharted oceans right beneath our feet and missing chunks of our own recent history. It's like we can look billions of miles deep into the cosmos, but we're stumbling around in the dark right here at home.
Let's start on a massive scale. Mystery number 5, the cosmic glue.
For centuries now, science has been trying to understand the greatest forces in our universe. We get how gravity works in our own little solar system, sure, but when you zoom out and look at billions of galaxies, what is actually holding them all together? Scientists know there has to be this unseen force with a mass so incredibly vast that it keeps everything from just flying apart. And get this, it accounts for a staggering 85% of the mass in our universe. Just let that sink in for a second. 85% of the universe is made of something we know absolutely nothing about.
Scientists call this invisible force dark matter. It's basically a theoretical mass. We can't see it and we can't feel it. Even with incredibly powerful tools like the James Webb Space Telescope, we cannot visually detect the stuff at all. We really only know it exists because its gravity is the exact thing keeping the entire system of our universe running. It's like a giant invisible scaffold.
Which of course leaves us with a massive hanging question. How exactly does something we can't see or feel control the entire universe? It's a real testament to the sheer scale of our ignorance about the cosmos. But we don't even need to look up at the stars to find overwhelming unknowns. Let's come back down to Earth.
And that brings us to Mystery 4, alien oceans.
Using those powerful telescopes, we can peer billions of light years into deep space. And yet, 11,022 meters. That is the mind-boggling depth of the Mariana Trench, the deepest point in our oceans. The truly shocking reality here is that more than 85% of our own oceans remain completely unexplored.
In fact, humans have largely only ever explored the top 200 meters of the ocean. The second you drop below that point, you enter what's called the twilight zone, where sunlight is virtually non-existent. Everything down there is shrouded in literal pitch-black darkness. But the lack of light isn't the only thing keeping us out. The real barrier, the pressure. It reaches a staggering 3,200 pounds per square inch in the deep. This immense, crushing pressure is exactly why experts often point out that safely traveling all the way to the moon is actually easier than diving down to our own seabed.
So, the crucial point here is just trying to mentally grasp what 3,200 psi actually feels like. Imagine a massive, incredibly heavy tractor tire resting its entire weight on just a single square inch of your body. Ouch, right? That is the crushing reality of the deep ocean. It is an absolutely hostile environment for human technology.
Current estimates suggest that out of all the life living below that twilight zone, we have only managed to explore maybe 5%. So we really have to ask, what bizarre life forms are hiding in the 95% of the deep ocean we haven't even seen yet? It remains a profound biological mystery right here on our home planet.
And speaking of biological mysteries, let's look at Mystery 3, Brainless Problem Solvers.
Usually, whether you're a tiny ant or a huge elephant, living things need a brain to solve problems, right? Makes perfect sense. But then, there is the slime mold. This stuff can navigate and solve complex mazes with absolute ease. It makes highly calculated decisions. Scientists have even found evidence that it recognizes different times of the day. Honestly, it has better time management than some people I know. And the crazy part? It achieves every single one of these complex tasks without a single brain cell.
It's an absolute paradox of biology. How does an organism without a brain tell time and make decisions? It throws pretty much everything we thought we knew about intelligence completely out the window.
And frankly, scientists today are still incredibly troubled by this tiny, brainless genius.
Okay, let's shift gears from biology to recent human history. Moving on to Mystery 2, the Vanished Pioneer.
This is the enduring, famous mystery of Amelia Earhart. Her timeline of record-breaking achievements is just incredible. Back in 1928, she absolutely amazed the world by crossing the Atlantic solo. Then in 1932, she flew solo from Hawaii to the U.S. mainland. Driven to set the ultimate record, she planned to fly completely around the globe. But on July 2, 1937, somewhere out over the Central Pacific Ocean, her connection to the control tower simply went dead.
Massive search parties were launched immediately, of course. They scoured the ocean for months. But 85 years later, the result is exactly zero. No Amelia, no Fred Noonan, her navigator, and not a single tiny piece of the plane has ever been found. Literally not a shred of evidence.
Which leaves us with a truly chilling historical question. How does an entire airplane, along with two famous pioneers, just vanish from the face of the Earth without a single trace? It's a really stark reminder that despite all our meticulous records and tracking, human history can simply evaporate into thin air.
And finally, we arrive at a spectacular visual anomaly for Mystery 1, Painted Mountains.
Over in China's Zhangye National Park, there are 305 square kilometers of completely natural rock formations that look exactly like someone took a giant paintbrush to the Earth. I mean, the colors are unbelievable. Naturally, this has sparked a massive debate among experts trying to explain how on Earth this happened. On one side, you have the chemical reaction theory, which basically suggests a mixture of sandstone and minerals reacted over countless years to create the colors. On the other side, the tectonic theory argues that massive physical movements of the Earth's plates shaped and colored these specific formations. But here's the thing. The chemical reaction theory has a major flaw, leading to this ultimate geological question. If sandstone and minerals mix and chemically react in tons of other places on Earth, why are these mountains painted only here? Centuries have passed, and science still cannot uncover the true secret behind these breathtaking, completely unique mountains. It seems even the ground we walk on refuses to give up all its secrets.
And that really brings us full circle to our main takeaway for today. Yes, science has absolutely conquered the stars. We can map distant galaxies and send robots to totally different planets. Yet, as these 5 mysteries prove, our very own reality, from the dark depths of the ocean to the actual dirt under our feet, remains fundamentally uncharted. There are these awe-inspiring secrets operating in our daily lives that we simply do not fully understand.
So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. Which of these mysteries will human ingenuity manage to unravel first? Will we finally figure out what the cosmic glue is, or map the rest of the Twilight Zone? Or are some of these secrets just simply meant to stay hidden forever?